Conditions apply. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Call us at 440-2302 any time of day. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a tradition of excellence.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
You know, I kind of like missed the time. I thought we were like 20 past already. So I was getting ready to, link the weather. Good morning, Nabila. Good morning, girlfriend. How you doing? Yeah.
Good morning. With all this excitement. Good morning. That was really okay.
Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, you know my moods.
Yeah.
So if you can't figure out my moods by now.
You're having a mood.
Well, you know my moods.
Yeah, you're having a mood.
Yeah.
What's up, girl?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Yeah. I've quite a number of things. Yesterday I didn't have a program.
I'm aware.
You realize, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what transpired was simply this. Came in. What? Behave yourself, no man.
Go ahead.
Right. Came in
mm-hmm.
to do Dave King.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to check the system.
Mm-hmm.
When I checked, there was no internet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So I restarted modem, blah, 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 still nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I called the rep in Flow, that's Mr. Snag,
mm-hmm.
and he responded, "Hey, Snag, all kudos to you." Mm-hmm. And he said, "Audrey, the technicians, I can't, at 6 o'clock in the morning, kind of like, I can't, you can call me that time, but I can't really, nobody be able to go in and check anything."
Yeah.
But send me pictures of the details on the modem, and I'll see how quickly I can sort you out.
Okay.
So I restarted again, and then it came back.
Okay.
But then it wasn't stable. I'm still not sure it is stable, so Snag has agreed that they're going to have someone check on it today.
Okay.
I'm still not sure. It's there this morning, but I'm still not sure it is stable. And one of the things is that the program, meaning the Sunday program, yes, it is looked forward to by all and sundry. But we really and truly love the fact that so many people in distant lands take the opportunity to listen to the truth about what is happening in Grenada. And I did not want yesterday's conversation not to be heard by them.
Okay.
So it means that whatever we had to say yesterday as a program will be said on Sunday, God's will.
Okay.
That's how it will be.
Yeah.
And and then I was able to put myself in a better position to get information on what transpired on the weekend with the Jude. Is it Jude Bartholomew?
The
president,
the president
of the GUT.
Okay.
He was asked to come in. We'll talk about that. We have somebody this morning, do we?
I think you did make me do something for somebody.
Who was it again? Do you remember?
I don't remember. You didn't give me a name. I just created the thing.
And you gave it to Miss Charles?
I emailed it.
Oh, I think I know who it is. It is and was it for 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it is Mr. What's his name? I believe I'm convinced that I'm getting there, Nabi.
Well, I've
Mr.
been
Sincere.
there. Sincere.
Or Sinclair.
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 This is the man. This man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. That's who we have this morning. I think they have some new rollouts, so that's who we have this morning at 8 o'clock. So that would be our Zoom conversation.
Okay.
Is it Zoom, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we have him at that particular point in time this morning. Now, let's see if we can find the folks for the weather.
The cleanliness in life is gone. It's only vice and corruption that's going on. Staying alive, trying to survive. That is how it is today. So as you go along your way, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where you go when you're walking. What you say when you're talking. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, careful.
Monitoring Grenada from the top of the island. This is where God started to make the Grenada. He started up in the top here and he worked his way down. If you realize when you get to down by Point Hill, you realize that a little bit of Grenada is not like big like up here. So material kind of finished down there. Speaking of, let me stop that, yeah? She's cracking up. Why are you cracking up?
Material finished down here? Others buy some down here.
But look at Grenada. You see up here big? Mm-hmm. And then what happened is that wrong by the middle, you kind of get carried away. And you realize, hold on, no. I need some. Right, so you kind of think, and by the time you reach down, the material done. So, that is why down there so thin.
I hear you.
Right, so
Makes sense.
now you understand. Trisha, good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. Tell us, what's the weather going to be like, girl?
Well, it's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are from the east at 15 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 11.3 millibars, which is below the mean, but it's rising. Present temperature 27 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 74%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.1 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 25.4 degrees Celsius. No rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA over the past 24 hours, hence the total for the month remains at 1.9 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be mostly fair and breezy with a few light isolated showers. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 30.5 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open water. Tides will be low around 8:30 a.m. and high about 2:30 p.m. Sunset this evening, 6:21. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 5:50. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be mostly fair and breezy with a few light, isolated showers. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Trisha Miller. Good morning, Miss Miller, and do take care of yourself and have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right, bye-bye now. Good. Trisha Miller, the Morris Bishop International Airport Meteorological Office. I want to type something, so can you engage the people in dialogue so I can send a message to someone?
Why am I engaging the people in dialogue? What am I telling the people?
I don't know.
I don't have no new updates. My life is very boring now. Nothing is happening with me, unfortunately. I have no idea why though. It's very strange. I literally spend the entire weekend at home. This is really
That's strange. That's wonderful. Can I give you a $20 for that?
Sure.
When I get money.
But
when I get some change, yeah. But that's good.
I came here on Saturday.
You were?
Yeah.
Mm.
And Abby didn't barbecue Saturday. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know how she expected me to eat. But that's okay. She wasn't feeling well, so she got
No,
pass
that's a
for
lie.
that.
That's a lie.
That was a lie?
If she told you that, she's lying.
Abby lied to me. She said she had to do something and plus she wasn't feeling well.
Abby lied
Oh my
about
God.
not feeling well.
Oh my God.
Abby went out. Yeah, you know I wouldn't lie to you.
Well, I don't know.
And guess what?
Because I called you and you didn't answer your phone either. So
You called me, my phone didn't have credit.
What me calling you have to do with your phone not having
Sure,
credit?
that is the wrong answer.
What?
Shucks.
But that's okay. So
Damn, what was I thinking? Come on,
I
Andrea.
went and I spent some time by my mom.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Now, how is
And
she?
then she's okay. Then I went home. And then I was home. Then Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Saturday evening, I went to football. Me, my sister,
Where?
and Renee. We went in the River Sally. They had like a knockout something. Like, it's a one-day thingy.
One day football?
I mean,
thought
a
one day is
a
cricket.
one evening thingy. But you know what I mean?
How's your sister doing though?
She's okay.
She's getting better?
Yeah.
So she ain't going back to work yet?
No, she's going back.
Sis,
to
I'll see you later on. Yeah, you're doing life.
Oh God. She's going back on Wednesday. Actually, no, she's going back on Thursday because Wednesday is on her sick leave ends. So she's returning on Thursday.
Okay.
But yeah, so we went to that.
And the fella?
We there home.
I
lie
ain't
down.
see the
You
fella.
need to go and check any bus though, because everybody keep telling me, oh, the man ain't walking on the man bus. The man bus just park up by the road, and I'm getting really annoyed now.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not
a good thing.
Yeah. So that was it. Yesterday I stayed home for the entire day. Wow.
28 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour, we've already gotten the weather. We have a phone call. Don't know who it is, so let's find out. Do you think? Mm-hmm. All right, there they are. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald. It's Miss Camille that is saying good morning to Grenada.
And good morning, Theresa. How are you, Theresa?
Well, not so good this morning because I'm listening on my phone and somebody called and talking stupidness in my head this morning to disturb me in Grenada.
About what?
Good morning, Mr. Prime Minister.
Okay.
And the rest of ministers of government. And you have some people in Grenada who want to look for trouble. But I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. They want about history to repeat itself. Mr. Donald, we have to pray. You have people that is planning wickedness and mischief, but it will not manifest in this country. I ask God this morning that he will not allow whatever plan they have. They already come and say the teachers go and demonstrate up in Victoria. I don't know how true it is. I'm not living in Victoria. She says she's from Diamond. And the teachers go and disturb the Prime Minister where he is up there. So I'm asking him, please, sir, if you're listening to me, be very careful, sir. You have a lot of haters out there and they don't like you. Be very careful. Also, Mr. David Peter, I'm warning you this morning. And the rest of ministers, be very careful because you have a lot of mischievous people out here. And they spread a lot of bad things. Mr. Donald, I don't know what going on with the airport. They say some Egyptian man had the airport. I don't know, I don't believe that, but find out and let us know. And understand with the internet. you know. So I know we didn't have no program. I was looking out for that. And I want to thank Mr. Dave King for your words. Good morning, sir. And let's pray for our little country. All the haters, or you will not succeed with all the plans. I asking God, I burn in the belly and pray. I'm going to sackcloth and ash. That will not happen. Morning, Mr. Prime Minister. Have a good day.
Have a good day,
and Yolan and everybody, Patty, everybody. I don't know what I want.
Bye.
Bye.
Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. I do believe that we should be having the weather around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't download it. I'm going to go look for it now. Weather. Not the weather, sorry. Water-wise. What's the date today? The 26th?
I think so, yeah.
Focus. Okay, is this? No. So we didn't get one. You heard me?
You sure?
Yeah.
Sure.
Positive. I'm looking there right now. We didn't get one.
I'm gonna go look too.
The last one I'm seeing is for the 23rd. That would have been on Friday. Yeah?
I'm looking also.
Yeah, on Friday.
You are correct.
Am I correct, right? Okay, so probably they would have had some technical issue. Hence the reason why. They'll advise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Good. Now, can we raise something there, Nabila, in relation to the what you call it? The teachers up in Diamond? Mm-hmm. You heard it? Mm-hmm. Well, it is true. About 60 out of them decided to go to Victoria and to go to the entrance of the Prime Minister's residence at Victoria. Mm-hmm. Now, hey, sometimes, people have to look and realize whether or not, they're taking things what can be considered a bit too far. You have to understand that whether you like it or not, the Prime Minister is one of our leaders. And based on the Constitution of the nation, leaders like the Governor General and the Prime Minister, they are protected at all costs.
Yes.
And while you may say that you are in your right because you're on public property and all sort of things like that, you can say public property meaning that you were in the road. Hey, don't do that. Teachers, don't do that. You're looking for, and I'm saying it plain out, you're looking for a clash. And the clash would not be between you and the Prime Minister. It could be between you and the security forces. You don't want that to happen. Because remember that the security forces, they protect the Prime Minister at all cost. And to put it to you this way, the security forces that protect the Prime Minister, they are trained to even give their life in protection of the Prime Minister. They may not like him, but they are trained to even give their life in protecting the Prime Minister. When you do things like that, you take it a bit far. Now, the other thing though, on the same note with that, he wasn't there when you went there, teachers. And I believe personally, if I know Keith Mitchell at all, if he was there, he would have come out and talked to you. You're not going to push him and cower him into no corner. If he was there, he would have come out and he would have spoken to you. You got to know that. There's no getting away from that. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, was it on Friday or Saturday night in St. David's?
Saturday night.
Saturday night in St. David's. I've read different opinions and different feelings and different vibes and whatever across social media in relation to that. And I remember about a week or two ago, Nabila, I was speaking to the police. And I said to them, hey, time for you to do so and show that you are working for the pay you get in. Time for you to do so and stand up and show that you're working. And this may be the occasion that they chose to stand up. But let us ask ourselves a question. Is it against the law for the police to ask anyone to assist them in investigations? Think about it. Many times when crimes are committed, you hear John James is a person of interest and is assisting police in their investigations. You hear that all the time. Now, the police were investigating, or they are still investigating, an issue. And if the president of the union is a person of interest that can assist them in bringing closure to the issue, then my question is, why not? We are saying that the union boss was disrespected. But take a look at it this way. The union boss was approached by the CID and said, hey, we would like to do so and have some discussions with you. You're not going to be detained. You're not going to be arrested. You're not going to be arrested. You're not going to be detained. We just want to talk to you. So can you come into CID? All right. What did he tell them, Nabila? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Based on information received, he said to them, well, I have no problems in coming in. And I'm paraphrasing here. I have no problems in coming in, but I would like to meet with you at the St. David's police station instead. No, Nabila, imagine you, Sotez police come to you and say, Nabila, we want to talk to you there. And you say, what? Yeah, I don't mind coming and talk to you now, but let us meet in union. You actually telling the police how to do and what to do, eh? And what he did, the police would have had security measures in place for his protection at CID headquarters. And what he did was cause them to have to rearrange, because he's now saying, look, I want to meet you in St. David's. So they said, okay, fine, no problem. So they had to rearrange to meet with him at the St. David's police station. They met, and it is my understanding that there was almost like a rally afterwards. And as one person put it on social media, fight talk for whatever, backward never, what that kind of a language.
Okay.
Now my question is, what was that all about? Did anybody find out from Bartholomew? Is it Bartholomew? Nabila?
Yeah, I think the last name is Batal.
Right. Did anybody find out? So let's call him the union boss. Did anybody find out from the union boss? What did the police ask you? What did they say to you? Because at this time, I am not seeing any posting by anybody. I'm not saying it's not there, but I'm not seeing any posting by anybody saying this is what they asked the union boss. This is what they tried to push down his throat. I am not seeing that at all. All I'm seeing is people being upset because the union boss was asked to assist people in an investigation. Are you above the law? That's the question I want anybody to answer me. Is anyone in Grenada above the law? I am sure that Keith Mitchell can't behave like Donald Trump and walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and nobody bothers with him. If he does so and walk with a gun anywhere in his hand, pooh, all hell break loose. Because if he doesn't have a license to carry a firearm, the police can arrest him. What really and truly is going on? Do we want a lawless state? We cry out. We bemoan the fact that what happened, Nabila, in your place at the Saraka, we are up in arms in relation to what happened at the Saraka. And we all believe that the police should have done more. But the same voices who are saying that the police should have done more in relation to what happened at the Saraka, this is the same police force, you know. And they're saying, hey, we want to talk to you. I honestly believe right now that what Grenadians want is nothing. Grenadians want nothing. They want no government. They want no security. They want no health care. They want no vaccines. They want no nothing. That's what Grenadians want. But as I usually say, I am rather fortunate that I live in St. Patrick's. So I always say, I'm not a Grenadian. I am from St. Patrick's. And I want government. I want security. I want healthcare. I want vaccines. And I want peace and stability in my country. I want peace and stability for you. I want it for your brother. I want it for your sister. I want it for every single member of your family and all your neighbors. Peace and security must and should reign in this country. We cannot and we should not let anybody, we should not let any group of persons destroy that which we would have fought for. We've been fighting for peace and security and stability for as long as any one of us can remember, dating back to the years when Eric Gary was fighting. And you know what? Here's what the biggest problem in Grenada is. You believe that it is okay for you to say what you want, when you want to say it, and how you want to say it. It's okay. However, if someone comes with a view that is different to yours, you're up in arms and you want to kill the person. You believe that it is okay for you to call Keith Mitchell a fool, an idiot, a jackass, whatever name you want to use. You feel it's okay for you to use it to describe the second highest person in this country. You believe it's okay. So you use social media to do it. You do it. Every opportunity you get, you do it. And that's okay for you. And it's not okay for him. But you see here's what? He is not in a position to defend. That is why there are those, like myself, yes, who will do so and pick up his defense and say, hey, well, you can't do the man that. And you will not like me for that. But who is to say that we are supposed to be supporting the same thing? No. Who is to say that you and I are supposed to be liking the same thing? I drink gin and tonic. I've developed a taste for that. You don't, do you? No, you don't. You probably just drink malt or sodas. So we can't love the same thing. It is okay for you to love what you want, but it is not okay for you to disrespect anybody, irrespective of who that person is. Because I bet you, if any one of those who are now up in arms against Keith Mitchell, not NNP, that's the interesting thing. They're against Keith Mitchell. Any one of you who are up in arms against Keith Mitchell right now, if you were to change your point of view, the amount of names that you will be called, it wouldn't be funny. You just make a joke and say, what, you know what? I believe that Keith Mitchell was right, blah, 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 blah. And you will see the ton of bricks that will be coming down on your head. Double standards in this country is not a good thing. Think about it. I'm going to take a commercial break. And when I come back, I want to have a quick word on the issue as it relates to Suarez. Suarez or is? Suarez, the Egyptian guy in the airport.
The Granville Cooperative Credit Union Limited wishes to inform the general public of the following change in Saturday operating hours at our St. George branch. The office, located at the Derek Sylvester Building on Lucas Street, will now be opened from 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Saturdays. The extension is in an effort to meet the needs of our members. Please be reminded that our operating hours are as follows: Mondays to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On Saturdays in Grenville, from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. St. George, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the best place to save and borrow.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Please consider safety of those in your care and of your loved ones at home. Get the COVID-19 vaccine and remember, you matter. You hold the key to opening Grenada's doors. You can unlock life as we knew it. Help those who have questions get the right answers and understand why they need to be vaccinated. You are the gateway to life and livelihoods. Your decision is our best shot. Get vaxxed. It's our best shot. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Win more with the NLA's Daily Cash Fall. Every day with more plays and bigger prizes to be won. It's a 4-digit game with all the bet types you already know and much, much more. From 0000 to 9999. Choose your 4 numbers and place your bet from 11 different bet types. Choose from inline, 4 different mixes, first 3, last 3, and 4 different backup options too. Best of all, it starts at just $1, except for backups, which starts at $2. Win as much as $5,000 with a $1 inline bet and as much as $6,200 in a $2 backup bet. Imagine $50,000 for a winning $10 inline bet. There's definitely more to win with the Daily Cash 4. More plays, bigger prizes, twice per day, Mondays to Saturdays. Must be 18 and over to participate. NLA, making your dreams come true while supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
Treat yourself from head to toe with A1 hair, skin, and beauty products from Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, close to the New Testament Church. Want to achieve that classy Instagram model look? Come visit us at Sarah's Beauty Salon. We offer expression, pre-stripped, and antibacterial braids, forelocks, jerry curl, deep wave, yaki weave. Lace front wigs are also available, both synthetic and human hair. Of course, we offer a collection of extensions, Brazilian 100% human hair and Peruvian 100% virgin Remy. We provide our customers with the finest nail care products, eyelashes, do-rags, razors, shaving products, and weaving needles to keep you stylish and popping. Visit Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store today, and remember, we treat our customers with the lowest prices nationwide and raging discounts store-wide. Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, where all your beauty wishes will most certainly be granted.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Now, here's what. I'm not a Facebook and social media guru. No, I'm not. But while I talk, while I speak to you in the morning and do whatever, and you see Nabi on her phones, 9 times out of 10, she is following up what's happening on social media. So when we take a break, then she'll brief me and say, hey, this took place, that took place, this is what's happening. Now, she said to me, first thing she said, whoa, Dre, some new faces on social media this morning. They're coming at you. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I welcome you. Those of you who are listening, I welcome you. I thank you very much for making that choice. Now you understand what good radio is all about. That's the most important thing that you're going to go away with this morning. You're going to say, whether you like me or not, whether you like the fact that I'm doing so, it seems to you that I am defending Keith Mitchell. If you feel that way, yeah, go ahead with that feeling. I'm cool with that. Because there are going to be people who are going to defend other things. Everybody can't defend the same thing. So I'm saying to you, this is what good radio is all about. This is where we do not disrespect anybody. We will criticize. We have the right to criticize just like you. So welcome on board. Thanks. And please invite other friends. Stay and invite other friends. Tell them, come on. People, those of you who think I'm stupid, bah, by all means, that's your feeling. I'm good with that too. Just so you know, I ain't as stupid as I look. You can put it that way. I ain't as stupid as I look. Yo, a nice time thing this morning. If I'm stupid? Okay. Anyway, I want to spend a couple of minutes on the issue as it relates to Suarez. I hope that's his name. And the guy, the Egyptian guy. Now, I am wondering again. We claim to be a country. We claim to be a nation. And I don't know this Suarez guy, so I ain't no way defending this Suarez guy. Right? The only commonality we have is that we are from the same continent. He's African, I'm African. Oh, you didn't know Egypt was in Africa? Oh, sorry, I thought you knew. I see you know that already. So he's African, so we have that as a commonality. Now understand this. When the man made his statements, he was addressing whom? Was he addressing cabinet? Who was he addressing? Based on my understanding, 90% of the people, or say 80% of the people there would have been people involved in the hotel industry. Yeah. The Prime Minister was there, yes. Clarence Modeste was there, yes. And I would want to believe that if that would have been taking place in the South, which is Nikki's constituency, Nicholas would have been there, yes. Or should have been. Peter David and Cyrus are supposed to be pretty good friends, so Peter might have been there, yes. So those are the four that I kind of can count who might have been there. Maybe there were others. Maybe there were others, and that's good. But he was not addressing cabinet. He was at that time addressing a gathering, and that gathering came about as a result of the sod turning ceremony for a hotel project which would be employing some 300 persons or so before the middle of the year in relation to the construction of that hotel. Now, people speak to things when there is a void, most times. Some people just speak, but most times people speak to things when there is a void. Have you ever asked yourself this question? The folks who work at the Morris Bishop International Airport, Peter gave it that name. The folks who work at the airport, are they at all times giving 100%? That's an interesting question to realize that exists here. Are they at all times giving 100%? And am I supporting Suarez? No. I honestly believe that airport should stay with us. But I say to the workers and the families and the friends of those who work at the airport, I say to you, speak to your colleagues and speak to them and say, hey, we need to step up. And now more than ever, we need to step up. Why? We've come from this, or we are coming out of this COVID thingy. It is time to show the world that, we are ready as a nation to welcome, because we depend on tourism. We want our hotels filled. So it is time for us to do something. Shake up ourselves and say, we are the first, how you call the people? The first what?
I don't know.
The front line.
Oh, the front
line. You are the frontline workers in relation to tourism. So when the tourists get here, I could understand that you had a fight with your boyfriend last night. I could understand that you probably didn't, with your boyfriend or your girlfriend last night. Yeah? Or better still, your partner. These days, you have to be very careful, boyfriend and girlfriend. You say partners these days. Anyway, you probably didn't have breakfast because things bad. You probably had a quarrel with someone. But that doesn't mean that you have to take that to the job. So when you get there, plastic smile. You know the song that say plastic, don't show your teeth, plastic smile can't work. Joke they making. Know your plastic smiling self. Plastic smile. Give it to them. Show love. They didn't say give them love, They say show love. Appreciate the people for coming. Even the people who are coming home, appreciate the fact that they're coming home and they might be spending a couple of dollars, which would mean foreign exchange for us. And then the 4% could come. It might come faster. But I'm not saying that Suarez guy is correct and that he should have the airport, or for that matter, he didn't suggest give it to him. He suggested giving it to the private sector. I am not necessarily one who would do so and say, yes, let's do that. No, I could not support that. However, I would like to say this, and again, in Keith Mitchell's defense, because he can't defend himself, can't go on and just go on like that. He's not Gonzalo, you don't have your own radio show. But you did not hear, or you did not see Keith Mitchell when that was said. You don't know. You don't know how the Prime Minister wanted to react in relation to that. But guess what? He had already spoken. Come on, people. Give the guy a break. And for Mr. Suarez, we are not really ready to give the airport to the private sector. For that to be done, I would like to suggest, consultation, more than consultation, would agree. And find out which is best. Because we always say, that give it to the private sector, not the airport, but give things to the private sector. Private sector, there is more value when the private sector handles everything, well, not everything, handle certain things. It might be a good thing to let the private sector or to let a management committee manage the airport and let government take their hands out of it. So that government doesn't have to dip its hands in its coffers when the airport can't meet and they have to do something, dip their hand and go. No. So it might be a good thing to start looking at that. I don't think it's a good thing to give Suarez. I definitely don't agree with that. But I say to you people, sometimes what we need to do is to realize that in the world, there are more questions than answers. I would like to do so and get the entire clipping of Suarez when he made that statement. Did he just stop at privatize the airport or did he say other things? Nabila, have you heard? Nabi?
Yeah?
You here with me?
I'm trying to figure out.
What? We have a thing to do, yeah? What are you trying to figure out?
How I have somebody here
Where?
on the live. Well, I guess I shared the live, so
you're
welcome. I don't know.
Well.
You see how people take people and drag people into things? We papa.
Who is this mosquito guy? Yeah. Thank you for having me, my former classmate. Oh, you was your classmate?
Yeah.
Good morning, Pele Davo. Yeah, we say government can't run business, so we should give it to the private sector. Shouldn't we, Pele? Nabi, we need to start the meeting for the guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so link up, as they say. Link up the guy.
Link up.
Yeah, link up the guy. Okay. You know what?
Start. Is it 8 already?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock already. It's like 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Yeah. The same people that feel Grenlec should remain as a private entity are the same set of them crying no to privatization because the idea was given to Keith Mitchell.
You gotta be careful.
I didn't understand that, but whatever. You got it? Or you had to create another one?
It's there. I started it, but I'm waiting for the person to come in.
Are you waiting for the person to come in?
Yeah.
And that should be Mr.
Sinclair.
Francis Saint-Hilaire. Francis Saint-Hilaire. That's what it is. Isn't that it? Yeah, Saint-Hilaire. I mean, you're trying to tie me up or what?
Oh, God. This morning real steamy on the live here, though.
Okay. It's very, very steamy. Let me do something, see if I can there's something I wanted to read, but it just like disappeared on me, Nabila.
Okay.
Which direction
Somebody say yes, give it to thing. On my wait, I think that one
came on yours?
Yeah, I have a feeling it did. Let me just double check here. Somebody saying, yeah, give it to Suarez. WRB did a good thing.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. David Cap Charles, good morning to you, my brother. How you doing this morning? And somebody say on my private, what? Live hot this morning, boy. Well, I'm happy that people are able to express themselves. I'm trying to do so. And good morning, Ryan Parrick, Oswald Pele Dabo. Top of the morning to you. And hey, Winsome Slocum, I haven't seen you for a minute. What's up, girl? Wow. It had to be this to bring you out? I thought my nice dress and everything would bring people out. Now, I'll put on that bad shirt this morning.
It won't call for you at all.
Yeah, but I'm like anyway, let the live kick up, man. I'm liking this. No response to the gentleman?
No.
Oh boy.
I'm supposed to have his number, I think, but I'm not too sure. Let me search on.
I may also have his number, so let both of us search.
No, I don't have it.
There you go. Holla. There you go. See what you can do. In the meantime, I'm going to come back here and speak to you again, folks. Now, what we do is that we get something and without even looking at it, we run with it. And that's not necessarily the best thing to do. We just run with things. You didn't get him?
It's saying the number is out of service.
Well, that's the number I have for him, so I guess we'll have to wait on him if he links with the thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you'll continue monitoring. But as I was saying, Abby, we get things and we just take it and we run with it. And it is something that is in our DNA. Good morning, Cap Charles. How are you? You have your girlfriend, or you have your woman, or you have your wife. And somebody, a friend of yours, would have heard something about your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever. Or about your man, your boyfriend, your husband, whichever way it goes. Or about your partner. You have to include the third one these days to be politically correct and everything.
Yes, you do.
Now, when you hear, the person comes to you and the person says, boy or girl, this is what they hate. And they give you a whole mobilang. Whole talking. You, without investigating anything, you're going home. Woman, if it's a woman, she gone home. She ain't talking, or she pelting pot and pan and spoon and everything, or she mash up the television, break the center table if it's glass.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Scratch up the car in the yard.
Of course.
All sorts of things. Break the headlamp. That's if it's a woman. If it's a man, he reach home, blow to blow, he blows in your tail. You get blows. Both parties can ask, what for? What happened here? What just happened here? And then when you sit down and you reason it out, you realize, but hold on, this was nothing. This is absolutely nothing. But the damage is already done. The car done scratch up. Somebody had to buy a new television.
Yep.
Center table break. So next time you know when you get in center table is nice mahogany wood you build into it. You ain't building no glass center table again. And that is exactly what we're doing in this situation here. We heard Suarez make his statement, and by all means, make your statement. But it doesn't mean that it is something that Grenadians would accept or something that Grenadians would go ahead with. And for the life of me, are you saying to me that you honestly don't trust your prime minister? Is that what you're saying? Well, if you don't trust your prime minister, how come 40,000 of you or more voted for him last elections? How come? How did that happen? So it begs to say this. The minority continue to be the majority on social media and other forms of media. And they are overrunning the situation. And you, the majority, you remain silent. I spoke to somebody this morning, yeah? Pity I can't mention the person's name. But the person said to me, I says, what's your opinion on this thingy? And the person says, God should kill all GUT workers except me. And I say, what? You know what? Let me end that conversation right there. Because I didn't want to get into that with that person. No, you hear except me, which means that the person is a GUT worker too. Eh? But the person is really upset as to how GUT has really handled this thing. Especially the fact that GUT now puts itself front and center and going to the Prime Minister's residence. What you're going there for? What you're going and do there? Come on. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Andre,
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going nowhere now. Listen to you, you know.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, listening.
Okay.
Because we love we Prime Minister. We Prime Minister is not a stupid man to go and give this Egyptian man the food. My God. From the time I hear it, I say that man is not that kind of man. Grenadians know Dr. Keith Mitchell. Grenadians know him. But that is the people that want to get the money to support the radio station that's spreading the propaganda, and the other haters. Them other bad people. But we know Keith. We know him. He gives you 50 again. Eh? I don't understand these people. I do not listen to gossip. I don't listen to gossip, Mr. Andrew Donald. And from the I hear a lady running him out and calling him an all name. You know? And I don't understand these people. The man just talking. Doc is not a stupid man. He will never do that. That man going down in the Guinness Book of Record, you know. So he want to spoil that. He don't want to spoil that. I just something wrong with all him doing that.
Okay.
I was not the union man to speak.
Okay.
That's why they sit on there.
All right then.
Yes, and I wait to hear what you have to say. What they going to Victoria and do, Jude? What they going to do?
I don't know.
What they going to
I have no
Victoria
clue.
time, man? They pushing us at thing like politics. They choking fire. I hope when the area get bonded. I see them waiting.
But the union man that they're getting is a sane man. And when I say sane, it has to do with credit union and not the union as in the union, eh? It's credit
All
union.
of them is one. All
Okay.
of them is one.
Okay.
Andre, all of them
But no,
is
but
one.
he will not be able to comment on what I'm speaking
All of
here.
them,
We're
yes,
talking
I know,
money.
All of them.
Okay,
don't know.
I
They
got
don't
you.
want Keith Mitchell there. What they going to do? What they going to do? I on the ground. I don't listen to people. It's time for him to go. So they're doing all kind of thing. They're choking all kind of thing. They're planning all kind of thing, boy. You can't plan more than God, boy. I will come interfere with you there. Dealing with all, you know. Mr. Commissioner, dealing with them today.
Have a nice one, Gary.
Have a good day.
Okay. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I really wonder. Why? Why? And what gives any one of you the impression or the indication that Keith Mitchell gets involved in these things? Like the investigation with Mr. Bartholomew? Yeah. Right. What gives you that kind of impression? Let me ask you this. I'm going to mention two names for you. Two names. And anybody who is listening, you can call me after I mention those two names. Anybody. One, Cletus St. Paul. That's one name. Second name, Winston Garvey. Yeah. Cletus St. Paul was arrested and is on bail. Winston Garvey has a day coming in court. Winston Garvey belongs to the highest group in this country, the Senate. And he's a government senator and a minister of government at that. He has a day in court coming. Did Keith Mitchell stop it? Did Keith Mitchell tell the DPP you can't do that? Cletus St. Paul as close to the Prime Minister as close can be. Cletus St. Paul. Personal security to the Prime Minister. Way up there. And guess what? He was arrested. And he was charged. And he's on bail. And he has a day in court coming. Did Keith Mitchell put out his almighty hand and say, don't do that? Nope. Justice prevailed. Yeah? So what gives anyone, based on those two, why do you now think that Keith Mitchell ordered the questioning of the union boss? But look at the track record. If you say that track record is what you go by, look at his track record. He didn't say, do not persecute. Not pursue, prosecute. Andre, get it straight. He didn't say that. He allowed justice to prevail, or is allowing it. And yet still you're saying that he is the one behind what happened to the union boss? Come on. Don't do that. When you do things like that, you know what you're doing? You're embarrassing yourself, because when you sit down afterwards, you realize, but hold on, is stupidity so I thinking? That's what you're saying to yourself, you know? No, 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 no. You can do a lot better. Enemies? Someone just sent me here. Enemies you shall have. That's all right. I'm cool with that. I don't like the fact that anybody is going to keep me an enemy. I don't like the fact that anybody is going to keep me an enemy. Hey Chady, good morning. I know you will never be my enemy, right? We'll be brothers forever? Good. Brothers forever. But Grenadians, come on, man. We need to start thinking. Remember, 40,000 odd, was it 40 or 30,000 odd, whatever, that amount voted for Dr. Keith Mitchell and his new national party in the last elections. I guarantee you that he will get the same and more in the next elections. Bet my bottom dollar on that one.
And you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
Flow FastPay. 2 minutes and you're on your way. Flow FastPay. Flow FastPay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
A message from Grenlec. Help us serve you better while we maintain our COVID-19 safety protocols. Please make an appointment for non-payment services. You can do so by email at customersupport@grenlec.com, WhatsApp on 473-405-6931, or call 237, select option 3, extension 311. When making an appointment, please provide your customer name, telephone number, service required, and the customer care center you would like to visit. Together, we can keep each other safe. Together, we will smile again. A message from Grenlec.
Green's Concept introduces the latest innovation in air conditioning technology in Grenada, providing the most energy efficient, environmentally friendly air conditioning units in Grenada. Using a natural refrigerant, all air conditioning unit systems are up to 40% more energy efficient than the current units used in the Grenadian market. Powerful cooling while using less electricity and very inexpensive. That means more money in your pocket. We offer free delivery to all locations of installation and installed by top quality trained professional engineers with over 20 years experience in the business. Contact Green's Concept 417-5460 or 442-1663. Email greensconcept@gmail.com. At Green's Concept, we cool you and the planet.
Green's Concepts announces special prices on 18,000 and 24,000 BTU units. You have been saving on power, now save on prices. Call us today.
To our frontline workers, you matter. We value you. You have been global heroes. You have kept Grenada safe. You have risked your lives, and we tried our best to protect you with the tools we had, including PPE, testing, and information. Today, we can go further. We now offer you the COVID vaccine. It's our way of saying we appreciate you and we need you. It's our best shot at preserving your life. So get vaxxed. It's your best shot. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Treat yourself from head to toe with A1 hair, skin, and beauty products from Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, close to the New Testament Church. Want to achieve that classic Instagram model look? Come visit us at Sarah's Beauty Salon. We offer expression, pre-stripped, and antibacterial braids, forelocks, Jericho, deep wave, yaki weave. Knit front wigs are also available, both synthetic and human hair. Of course, we offer a collection of extensions, Brazilian 100% human hair and Peruvian 100% virgin Remy. We provide our customers with the finest nail care products, eyelashes, do-rags, razors, shaving products, and weaving needles to keep you stylish and popping. Visit Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store today, and remember, we treat our customers with the lowest prices nationwide and raging discounts store-wide. Sarah's Hair and Beauty Supply Store, where all your beauty wishes will most certainly be granted.
Did you know that the offshore islands in the Grenadines are globally important for their number and diversity of seabirds? Seabirds are important for showing if our oceans are healthy and help fisherfolk to find fish, understand weather, and navigate. Unfortunately, seabirds in the region are rapidly disappearing. There are simple things that you can do to help ensure that these birds are found in the Grenadines for generations to come. 1. Don't eat seabirds or their eggs. 2. Properly dispose of litter so birds are not tangled in it or mistake it for food. 3. Avoid disturbing birds that are resting or nesting. And 4. Do not set fires in seabird nesting areas as they harm wildlife, destroy habitat, and cause erosion, smothering nearby reefs. M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
To our frontline workers, you matter. We value you. You have kept Grenada safe, and we tried our best to protect you with the tools we had: personal protective equipment, testing, and information. Today we can go further. We now offer you the COVID vaccine. It's our way of saying we appreciate you, we need you, and our goal is to preserve your life. So get vaxxed. It's your best shot. A message from the Ministry of Health.
when you talk, when you go, when you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. We have to prepare.
Yeah, I'm back. Back with you. We've got a caller, and then I'm gonna say something. Oh, good morning to my. I'm gonna come back to that after I finish with the caller. Good morning.
Good morning, bro. What's up this morning?
I'm all right.
It's been quite a long time, man.
Clifton Paul.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Tell me.
No, I'm just listening to the program this morning because I'm down by mom still. I'm waiting on the worker to come. She's not here as yet.
Okay.
So I just use the opportunity to make a call to say good morning to you and your staff.
Well, thank you.
And to continue to do the wonderful job that you are doing.
All right.
You know, Grenada.
You paying?
What?
Are you paying?
For what?
For the job I'm doing. You say I'm doing a wonderful job, so you should pay.
Well, you always do a wonderful job.
So who's paying?
Man, you get high kudos for that.
Kudos can't go in bangos. Kudos can't go in bangos, bro. You know that. Kudos can't go in bangos.
I know.
All right. So, well, take care of yourself and thanks for calling. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right.
You know, we live in this little island. There is never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment in Grenada. You better believe that.
And people always seize what opportunity they get to express their views, whether they are wrong or right or negative, positive. They just do things, they say things, you know. And our country is somewhat is a unique country, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And people are free, they express themselves in whatever way they want, and they get away with it most of the times, you know, because we believe in democracy, and that's a plus for us. But not everything that we hear, we must just grab it as Mr. Killer said, and we run with it. We must do our own little investigation and find out before we just hear things and just go and spread it like wildfire, you know. But it is what it is. And it all boils down to, I would say, politics. You know, our politics has taken a different trend. Now, people, we Grenadians now, we don't look at Grenada in its entirety, the progress that we have made, the development that we are making. And we just seem to, it's all about one person or one man. It's not about government or NNP, you know. It's just about Dr. King. And once he's there, a number of things will be said, number of criticisms, a number of names will be given to him, in spite of what he does. And we have to understand that we are human. There is no perfect being. The only perfect being I know, maybe God.
Well, it shouldn't be a maybe before God. He's supposed to be perfect, isn't
God.
it? Yeah.
And we expect miracles, and everything that is being done in Grenada, it should be perfect. So anything Dr. Mitchell does, it should be perfect. There is no perfect being, you know. And then people are liable to mistakes. Well, who says Dr. Mitchell cannot make a mistake? But whatever he does, he always thinks about what he does before he really do it. You know, because he always thinks about the country and the people first. And once it is good for the country and the people will benefit, that's it. And a whole set of talk is being made about this vaccine and what have you. But Andre, it's not what you want, it's not what I want. It's what the situation calls for. Now, we are not mandating or forcing anybody to take a vaccine. But the most we can do is to encourage them for the good and safety of our country and people. And that is what is being said, and that is what is being done. We are encouraging people. But people are making so many, untrue remarks and complaining about a number of things. Now, we want the country to come back to normal as it was before. But what we are saying, if we want this thing to happen, let's take the vaccine. All right? Now, our bodies are made up differently. So your body and my body may not respond to the vaccine the same way. There might be some little side effects. Now, I took the first dose, and nothing was wrong with me. I didn't have no problem. But that wouldn't be the same for everybody. You understand? So, if we want to move forward as a people, as a nation, I think we should all do what is right, And let's do it for the sake of Grenada and the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We are not forcing anybody, but at the same time, we are encouraging people to do that for the safety of all of us. And that is what we are asking. Over the weekend, I've been hearing a number of things about police arrest, the president of the GOT, and a number of comments have been made. I am a former teacher, or I was a teacher myself, and I still consider myself a teacher. I did love my profession. In fact, I gave my all to it, or more than that. But it doesn't mean that because we are teachers that we should do certain things and we should do what we want, And we are in a state of emergency. We have certain protocols to follow, like the wearing of masks, the social distancing, and the mass gathering, and so on. Now, when we look at our intelligentsia, our teachers, I'm not saying that we are not supposed to protest if we are seeking certain form of improvement as far as the job is concerned, or better wages or better working conditions. No one says that we shouldn't protest because that is the rights of workers. But we have to look at the time that we are in now. We are in the midst of a pandemic. All right? And when we look at some of the protest action that took place with the gathering and the marching, and many of them were not wearing masks and this and the other. Now, what signal are we sending to our people and the people out there? You understand?
Gotta go, bro. I kind of went over your time.
Okay.
Because it's 2 minutes we allot to people, and yeah,
well,
I can.
I bless you, bro.
Okay, one love, yeah.
My mom's still waiting.
Okay,
so
good.
I could take my departure and go to my work.
Give mom my love and respects, yeah?
I'll do that.
Okay, great. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Now, I would like to ask a question here. I'm going to ask a question here. Who was the first journalist to write about this issue with the airport? Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Bridgman.
And good morning to Grenada. I missed your program yesterday, though.
No, there was no program.
Yes, I missed it.
Oh, you missed it. Oh, okay.
It was somewhat a bit disappointing. But we understand that. Yes, you called two gentlemen named earlier on, Clitus St. Paul and Mr. Garway. And Mr. Clitus St. Paul is a gentleman I have a lot of appreciation for because he helped me somewhere. And I know him for a pretty long time. And I agree with you that the Prime Minister, we didn't see the Prime Minister get involved or take any part in neither of the two gentlemen's affair. So I totally agree with that. And whatever the chips is, they will have to stand the consequences. In terms of what the gentleman said, I didn't hear. I did see when they had the ceremony, but I can't remember hearing the gentleman say anything about the airport. But I am understanding that he said that the airport should be privatized.
He did make statements to that effect.
And that it will make more money or whatnot. I cannot see. I heard yesterday on the NC Heartbeat, it was lambasting the Prime Minister for that. And I can't see why, and the Prime Minister didn't say nothing, and the Prime Minister should have get up and say something. I don't see.
But Clifford, how could the Prime Minister get up and say something when he spoke already, one? And two, so you're expecting to jump up and say, hey, Hoshimode?
I mean, and again, that people don't understand. I mean, why does the Prime Minister have, even though the gentleman make the statement, why does the Prime Minister have to get up and say something immediately after that? There were cases when how they call him told the Prime Minister, get up, you don't answer any more questions. Mr. Tillman Thomas, when he was told by how they call him, you don't answer any more questions.
Oh yeah, Glenwell did tell him that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
So people doing like, this thing is strange. It is not the first time that people call in. I remember Alan Campbell was called in under the NDC to be questioned because he said, don't go to the opening of the renaming of the airport. And he was called in and questioned. So I don't understand what people are really driving at. And based on what I heard, the gentleman was called in and was said that they wanted to speak to him in the what do you call the place again? Not immigration, the area of the police station that he asked to meet them in St. David's. I don't think a citizen have the right to tell the police where they want to meet them. The police are, any station, as far as I'm concerned, any station in Grenada, a police could call you in there to do an inquiry. Any station, all the stations in Grenada are supposed to have the link. So if you can go to any station and make a report. If something happened to you in St. George's and you're living in Guave, you don't have to wait until you reach in Guave to go and make the report. So I really don't understand this thing. I believe I'm seeing some tension building up. And I don't know what for. Again, why do you have to go into the Prime Minister's resident area resident to say, okay, you're standing up for it? Even though you have a problem with the 4%, which they have a problem, I don't see that you have to go to the Prime Minister's resident to prove your point. And it's not the first time that been happening. And it is in Victoria. And with same unions. So I don't see the message that is said in. It happened under Chester Humphrey a few years ago. These things don't make much sense. I believe that a lot of more negotiation and sit down and talk would solve those problems. And the gentleman can say what he wants if he wants. I mean, anybody could say. I could say, you could say that, okay, you think if the airport is privatized, it might do better. That's not saying that's a message coming from government. And I don't think government's so crazy to just take a decision like that.
But come on, Cliff. I mean, that is not even something that we're even supposed to think about. I mean, governments all over the world have been noted for doing, and Grenada included, of course, have been noted for doing dumb things. But I know that is one dumb thing that won't be done. And we have to understand, because of the laws and everything that governs the airport, Clifford, privatizing the airport will be a serious task, you know. That is not something, and look at it, Clifford.
And you just take a loan, so who you going to do?
That is exactly what I'm going to. You've just taken a loan.
Can't take the responsibility for the loan.
So what are you going to do? Take a loan, develop the airport, and continue paying the loan while the people who privatize make money from the airport? So you're that stupid?
I can't believe that.
Come on, man. We need to get better than that.
I do believe that. I do believe that. But I really hope some sense prevail with the unions and government and so on, sensing that they strike a balance somewhere. I am hoping that sense prevail and a balance strike. I'm not saying the 4% must be given now. I'm not saying it should be held back, but I'm saying that some sense should be given and stop being on the waiting list. I think it's time for some decision to make. The union is saying that they did not see the government books. The government didn't open the books to them. The government is saying the permanent secretary gave a whole rundown, so we don't know where is what or who is who. But I think they said that they're supposed to meet with the labor commissioner. I think that sense should prevail and some balance should strike somewhere. That is my take on it.
Thank you, Brother Richmond. I'll catch you again, yeah?
Good.
All right. And hey, you there?
Yeah, what is it?
Good to know you missed me yesterday, Jed. Oh,
yeah. Well, you and the program, but more the program.
Well, we thought there's no program, see? Take care.
Yeah, we thought there could be a program.
Shut up. Take care, yourself, Rich.
Right.
All right, good. Real 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Where do we go now? Okay, let's check our WhatsApp here and see if there's... Okay, good morning to you, Wendy. Nice to know you're listening. And Pearline, good morning to you, dear heart. How's everything going? Just that you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful day. Magic Lady, didn't see your call. Realizing now that we missed your call. Oh, that's a pity. And just advise those who would call in on whichever line. Like there's somebody on the line right now, I can see it because there's a red light on here. Do not believe that you're cut off. You're there locked into the system waiting for me to respond to you like this. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Morning, sir.
And good morning to your listening audience.
You alive?
Yes, man.
What the hell is that?
But what I'm doing is that, Andre, you're not hearing me, but I'm guaranteeing the more than 40,000 in the next election.
So that is what bring you out this morning?
Yes. Now, those who are... The statement that was made by Mr. Suarez, the question I want to ask those who are against it, tell me what is the downside. Tell me what is the negatives about privatizing our international airport. Andre, I know it is a lot involved that will be involved if that has to be the case. But I am not only calling for the privatization of the airport, I am also calling for the privatization of our penitentiary, the prison. I'm also calling for that.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Well, Andre, listen. It seems that employees are more productive in the private sector than the public sector. Now, you will privatize the airport, and you will realize that the same employees that is there right now, well, maybe not all, they will all start giving 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, and the same thing goes for our prison also. I also believe that privatizing it, there will be more law and order, more rules and regulation, and prisoners, when they go in there, they will understand exactly, the nature of prison. So not only and I'm also in favor of the hospital too, Yes, man. Andre, we have to get value for money when it comes to employing people. Too many times when we work with government, this is a lifetime job, and we become non-productive. Take an employee from the public sector who is non-productive and put him into the private sector, and you cannot believe that is the same individual. So you could mark me on that. I'm not only calling for I'm not only supporting the privatization of the airport, but I'm also supporting the privatization of the prison.
You're on your own with that one, eh? With both of them. You're on your own with both of them. I can't, at this time, I do not have enough information where I can safely say privatize the airport. I don't have enough information in relation to that, and I don't think it is something that can be done like snap of fingers.
Well, I agree.
In relation to privatizing the prisons, that's an interesting thought. That is a very interesting thought, because it might be something that we need to look at, honestly. Because they themselves, meaning the prisoners, needs to be a lot more productive and maybe more rehabilitated.
Anyway, you have a blessed day, sir.
And nice to have you back, man. I say, well, you disappear and you gone away and everything. I almost say, well, let me check my LACO and see if I missed anything.
No, man. Listen, right now, we are in the process of getting the Claboni Road done.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is part of the focus right now, and plus other things. Andre, at the end of the day, in the Northwest, people like me and others, our responsibility and our duty is to make sure that, Minister Thomas have the support that is needed, especially when it comes to implementing, the projects and things that the government is doing, and most of all to ensure in the next general election, she is successful. I trust you will have a pleasant day, sir.
You too. Take care. I think that this will come. And it will come sooner rather than later. What am I speaking of? I believe that sooner rather than later, a journalist is going to meet up with PM if he doesn't speak to it at a press conference first or at an interview, if he doesn't speak to it then. But I believe that a journalist will meet up with him and say, hey, Prime Minister, can you comment on what Mr. Suarez said? And the Prime Minister is going to put this thing to rest. And it's just going to do something, make all of you like, oh God, well, the man wasn't thinking about it anyway. But I asked a question earlier on. Where is Nabila? I want Nabila to come here. I want Nabila to come here. Because I was just able to reach out to a friend of mine and say, hey, were you there? And the friend said to me, yeah, I was there. Because I expected that friend to be there. Where are you? Oh, there you are. My most gracious, luscious cousin there. Boy, yeah, bad name I give you, Jay. Did you hear bad name I give you there? My gracious, luscious cousin there. Now, caller, we're going to come to you in a minute. I want you to listen to this caller. Now, I know most of the journalists in Grenada. Most, yeah? And I'm looking at the live, and I see Callistra.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Callistra. And I'm like, Andre, the only reason why Callistra would comment is because she was there. Or she probably was the only person, maybe not being there, but the only person who would have snatched onto this thing about the airport before anyone else. So of course, that is my dupes.
Okay.
Although she refers to me as a glorified record spinner. It's a good thing you have records these days. Yeah, when we ever got into conflict, she said, well, you're a glorified record spinner. And I just look at her and smile and say, don't worry.
But
one
your
day,
relationship has not changed.
No, I just look and say, don't worry, I'll be famous one day. Yeah, but no, we've always been friends.
Yeah.
Yeah? Check this out.
Yes.
Callistra was the first person to write the story. She said, yo, Jay, I called her. So yo, she said, Jay, I was the first person to write the story. I'm like, okay. She says, after I wrote it and I put it out there, everybody else, it made the evening news. I says, okay. So, what gives? She says, well, I'm not really bothered. Because the Prime Minister, she said, let me correct you though. The Prime Minister spoke after Suarez.
Oh, he did.
And the interesting thing is that he did not even mention that as a thought.
Yeah.
She said he didn't even bother. He didn't mention that. That really and truly didn't think with him. Now, I say to you, and I say to all our viewers and listeners, now Callistra may not necessarily be the best person in the world that you would want to like. That's entirely up to you. Behind all of this, she's a wonderful old gal. No, she is a wonderful person behind all of this. You just have to be in her good books. If you're not in her good books, then she'll attack you day and night. So I know that if there was something to do so on punks on, and something to do so on hammer on, I would have seen Callistra hammering on Keith Mitchell already with this particular post. Or this particular issue. She wrote the story because the story was there because that's what the man said.
Yes.
But in all the sayings and all the doings in relation to this, and Keith Mitchell spoke after Suarez, she informed me. And so did Sheldon Scott, also informing me that Keith Mitchell spoke after, but Keith said nothing.
Because that's not a thought for him.
And this is where I want to bring it. If you realize, at most functions that the Prime Minister would attend, he does not speak to the union issue, the 4%. He doesn't address it. And it is simply because it is not an issue. He has said, as Prime Minister, what he wants to say already. I owe you the 50% as government? Yes. Am I going to pay you? Yes. However, at this time, I cannot pay you. As soon as I could pay you, I will pay you retroactively. What's too big about that to understand? What's too big about that to understand? Let me say this and try to wrap on this finally for the morning. No, let's take the caller. Morning.
Morning, Sir Donald. I'm very used to that, so I'm not going to complain.
Well, you should. You should. I'm okay.
You had a good weekend. Nabila, good morning. Listen,
good morning.
I know time is fleeting. The good thing about life is that people have different takes on different things. I listen to the gentleman, right? That's Suarez, whatever his name is. And I didn't take offense to what he said, but I think he's probably taking Grenada for granted. If you listen to his entire statement, he's talking about privatizing and talking about, people. If it's privatized, you'll have workers having a smile on their face. And I took offense to that one. Is he insinuating that the workers at the airport now don't smile at tourists? I mean, you put a smile on your face and tourists coming. Well, that's beside the point. You just said the Prime Minister spoke after he spoke, right? He did not address it, period. If I was going to speak after him, I would probably have commented, well, that's a suggestion. Make something in passing. But what is out there right now is that the gentleman made a pitch. There were government ministers there, and they did not even attempt to direct or redirect what he said. So that's why the buzz out there is now, is that something that's been considered? Right? I know there are a number of countries where airports are privatized. I know that. But to link privatization with the smile of our people when tourists come in. There's not only tourists that come into Grenada, Grenadians come into Grenada also. So I don't think we should be, given the impression that the workers at the airport, because it's under the government, they don't smile at tourists. I don't think that's a good thing. But
when you say you don't think that that's a good thing, you don't think that, you mean, did I say that?
No, you didn't say it. I said what the gentleman said.
Oh, okay. You talk about what he said, but I'll say to you, Stan, and we have to understand this, like it or not. We probably more than likely wouldn't like it, but the fact remains that sometimes, and we say it ourselves, Stan, we say that government can't run nothing. We say it ourselves. So you see, that is where my problem is. My problem is, if government can't run anything, and Suarez, I don't agree with what he says, but he makes a statement, and the Prime Minister doesn't even bother to respond. And I always say, when Keith Mitchell responds to you, it means that you have said something. Keith Mitchell did not respond to Suarez because Suarez didn't say nothing. And we have to understand our leaders. If we don't understand Keith Mitchell after some 25 odd years, whatever, or 30 odd years, you don't understand him and how he thinks, then something is wrong with even you personally.
Andre, the statement that government can't run anything only holds true because government wants it that way. They choose square pegs to put in the wrong holes. Government is the one who makes this thing happen. If you choose the right people, because it's the same people that work in the private sector. And when I hear the statement that government can run anything, it is just making an excuse for inefficiencies that is all over the place. NIS is not a private entity, but NIS is run efficiently, right? So I mean, I don't like this blanket statement that government can't run anything. I'm saying it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Government says it because they want to be able to call the manager and say, look, I'm sending Jack for work, whether Jack could raise blocks or not. I'm sending Jack. So we are the ones who create the situation, right? So I do not subscribe to the blanket statement that government cannot run anything. I don't. I'm saying if government wants this thing to run, they just have to put the right people in the right place. It is 2 minutes to 9. I know
Goodbye.
You're about to wrap up. Have a great day, sir. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Come on, people. What's up with you guys? Huh? Thanks to all those who commented this morning. Really appreciate it. Yeah. And the fact that, Nabila, I'm terribly happy this morning because, well, normally I don't see the NNB people come out on the live. Do we, Nabi? No, we don't see them, right? NNB people don't come out on the live. Like they don't credit so as to have their Wi-Fi, their Wi-Fi, their credit, no data, no nothing. But persons who did not support me literally came out on the live this morning. And I really and truly appreciated that. It was nice. It was great to see them come out on the live and to have their comments being aired. And some of you, I could not reply to your comments because of the pace the program is going. I believe that if you had come at a slow pace, I would have been able to respond to almost every comment. But what I did do was featured all your comments on the live itself so that when you're looking at it, you can see the different comments by the different individuals. So to all of you, Cleveroy, how you doing? To all of you who would have thanks so much. Nabi, we did not have the gentleman this morning that's what's his name?
Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Saint-Hilaire.
Saint-Hilaire.
Yeah, Mr. Saint-Hilaire. We did not have him this morning. My good friend says I'm happy he did not call. Well. Miss Chance, good morning. Mr. Saint-Hilaire didn't call.
He called me.
And? Oh no! There's a microphone. Pull up the microphone to you. No. Well, but you're talking, so I can't. Come on, pull up the microphone to you. Come on, take it up to you. Let's hear what Mr. Because I did announce that he was going to be here. So what happened actually? Tell us. He called you.
He got confused with the time.
He what?
He said he got confused with the time.
How could 8 o'clock be confusing? Oh, you think it's 8 tonight? Well, what else?
He thought it was 8:30.
Okay, I have a final caller here. Let me take it. This is going to be my final caller for the morning. Good morning. Hello? 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No.
The phone probably didn't cut off.
No. Anyway, let's dump that one. Should we take it?
No, it's 9 o'clock.
We don't take it.
I said
hold on,
no.
hold on. We get it. You like. Good morning.
Good morning.
Calistria Faria.
I believe I'm
Good morning, Calistria Faria. You only have 30 seconds. What is it you have to say? Hello? Is she gone? No, Calistria credit can't finish.
Is she have Wi-Fi?
I don't know, but she just got cut off again, and she's calling back again. You really want to say good morning?
I keep getting disconnected.
I don't know why. Probably you don't have credit. You don't have credit, Calistria? You have enough credit? Are you there? She got disconnected again. No, you there? You still? She got disconnected again. I don't know why. Maybe she's not supposed to speak. Knowing Calistria, you think is maybe she's not supposed to speak. Calistria, another morning, another time, we'll link up. We gotta go now because we definitely got news. So what is Mr. Thing going to do? What is Mr. Thing going to do? Tomorrow? Mm-hmm. I am not sure because remember we have Mr. White.
Yes, tomorrow is not a good day.
Tomorrow is definitely not a good, unless he wants to do tomorrow like a 9 o'clock or 9:30, something like that.
We have an engagement after that.
Oh yes, we do. Shucks. So he's out of luck. He's definitely out of luck. But how could he mix up 8 o'clock for 8:30? And when the Zoom would have said to him it's 8 o'clock. The man just don't wake up in time, yeah? Hey, Grenada,
at 9:05.
Say again?
Miss Rufin calls at 9:05.
I hope she does, for her sake. Bye, Grenada. Catch you again tomorrow morning. Love you.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update from the Northern News Network. Details right after the break.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is